Alrighty, so update on my fishing canoe after I sunk the thing. I had to put some love into it because it was at the bottom of the lake. What happened was the little mounting things that I had here for the fuel line too. As they were underwater, I guess the water got the double stick tape off of them. So what it is, I scraped the tape off of those things and I used some two-part epoxy and glued all those things back on and put new zip ties. Gotta cut all the zip ties and whatnot off. So another thing I did was I removed the crossbar that I made, put that Scotty mount to mount the fish finder sensor. Then I moved the fire extinguisher over to this console, and my wireless speaker survived, so I got some Velcro and I Velcroed it there, so it's just on there when I don't have to worry about it flopping around. Type 4 life preserver Velcroed on there, so I'm not going to make this a 3-seater anymore. I mean, I could, I guess, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the sailboats to go outriggers and the crossbar is going to go here. So nobody's gonna be able to sit forward anymore. If they do sit, they're gonna be sitting facing backwards here. If I got a third person, usually I don't, anyways. So when this thing sunk, it went butt end down first because of the weight of the motor, because it had a lack of buoyancy in the rear. So what it is, I took the bumper, those things. And then I tied them on here to help add some buoyancy in the rear. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these benches out, front and rear, and I'm going to foam fill them. Make sure that they're added buoyancy in that. What else? Oh, the O-ring here's failed. So all my paperwork and stuff got screwed up. I had to go get new paperwork. So this is my old phone case. Didn't fit my new phone. So I Velcroed that thing on there and I put all the documents in there, because that thing is waterproof. I've tested it. And then what I did is I got in touch with the manufacturer and I got a new O-ring seal and I glued it down with some silicone to make sure it doesn't move, it stays in place. Because the reason why it failed is because it slipped out of the little groove and it wasn't creating a seal. And then I put my little first aid kit there that I got. It's a little waterproof first aid kit. So another thing that I'm going to be doing soon is battery box for the fish finder, since I'm not going to use these eye holes for the cushion anymore, because I took the cushion that I used to have there and stuck it on my seat, so I got a little extra cushion for the bootay. Well, anyways, I'm going to be putting the fish finder here and just bungeeing it across. I'm going to get an elephant battery box instead of having it up here. So when I'm not running the trolling motor for the back on the electric mode, I got the gas mode on there, I always have the battery. I don't have to keep swapping stuff out. It's a pain in the butt. Just less of a headache. And then I'm going to be replacing the seat. I'm going to be putting the same swivel seat I have in the rear and the front. Like I said, fill the thing up with foam. My fish finder survived. I let it sit for about 10-11 days in the sun and dry out. Got a new battery for it over there. It's a Poseidon battery. And plugged it in, turned on, it seems to be working. So I'm good with that. Got the motor back. The shear key broke. That's why I wouldn't start. So there's a little key that's designed to save the crankshaft from getting snapped if you bang the thing into a something hard, like the prop into something hard. It works the same way as like a lawnmower or a snowblower. Personally, I didn't know that because I'm not an outboard mechanic or a lawnmower or snowboard mechanic. So another little future thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to add a float activated sub pump here. That's a 12 volt, and then stick another one of those kayak battery boxes with a battery here. So it'll have a tube coming up under here like a little PVC thing I'll make so it has a dump out, and make sure that this thing will stay dry. If it gets ever swamped or flipped and I gotta flip it back over, hopefully the extra buoyancy I'm adding to this thing will keep it from sinking, be able to pump it out so it won't sink, and you know, automatically pump it out, you know, the automatic float switch on the thing. And then what else was I gonna do? Oh yeah, thinking about taking this thing and put it over on my lawn, flip it over, and then go over to the auto parts store and get a bed liner spray and bed liner spray the bottom of it, just to help protect the hole against when I'm like beaching it, dragging it up stuff, whatnot. So yeah, I still got some work to do on this thing. Gotta get the outriggers. Maybe $700, $800 worth of stuff I'm going to be putting into it, and then we'll be good to go. I am going to be shortening this thing up because it's just way too long. I just cut it about right here for when I have my battery hookups. Shorten that up in the rear as well for when I got the trolling motor. I got to cut it to about right around here. Take about a foot off of it as well. Reduce some resistance, a little bit better performance. Hopefully out of the little trolling motor, 55-pound trolling motor I got. So, oh, and I got dry boxes. I forgot about that. I got dry boxes. I even got dry boxes for the phone. The phone dry boxes are in the big dry box there. I got that one for it. I got the wireless speaker and the nav lights and stuff in there, spare batteries. Make sure the stuff stays dry. Make sure all the stuff stays dry, but pretty soon, by the end of the month, this thing will be back out on the water, and I'll do another video on it for you all. See ya.